25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
6.
Now Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down and 1.
Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 4th down, McDonald, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Logan Ryan, and a short return to the 6-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 1st down throw for Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Winston finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 67. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he will go out right near the the 35-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on first down. McDonald, a slant to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 35 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dante Fowler. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Winston.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Throwing, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working, because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, McDonald. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them. Just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
McDonald sets to throw. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7-yard pick.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st down, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Winston now to throw on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Here's Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
26,
Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. From the gun, Winston. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Chad Williams.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
The 31-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Gurley. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again they run with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now the Giants will use the second outs as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Back to throw. McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, trying to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 36.
Seibert's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
This is all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Winston's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.